Hey everyone, welcome to my living room, which is also kind of turning into a yarn room. Also, you know, like we yarnies do, we like to spread the love out, and by love, I'm talking about yarn. So today I'm going to be talking about the new Big Twist arcade yarn. Little review about it. Now, I don't know if you guys watched the video from a couple of days ago. I showed you that I got 4 skeins of this Big Twist arcade from JoAnn's. I got 4 skeins of it. I only have this one left because I used the other 4. Normally, the skeins on these are $8.99 full price in the US. I got them for 50% off that day. I think they were doorbusters. Big Twist Arcade has 154 yards of 100% premium acrylic. I gotta tell you guys, this yarn is soft and wonderful, and I absolutely loved working with it. It is a 5 weight. You guys can see. I wonder if there's anything I can hold it up next to. I'll hold it up next to a 4 weight so you guys can see what it looks like next to something else. It's kind of, I don't know, can you guys see that? It's kind of a smaller 5 weight, but it is definitely not a 4. And it reminds me a lot of Malabrigo. I think it's Malabrigo Rasta. It's a Malabrigo 5 weight wool, but this is premium acrylic, so it does feel different, but it is very soft, and it kind of has that, I don't know, that fluffy feel. I love this yarn. So the very first thing I made was this hat. I made a BUSHTRACKER beanie with this yarn, and this is, for any of you who don't know the BUSHTRACKER beanie, it started off its life as a knit hat by Gary from Urban Yarns. Then Crystal from Bag O' Day made a crochet version, designed a crochet version, and that's the one I am in love with. I kind of modified the pattern a little bit for this one just because it's a thicker yarn. If I made it according to what Crystal's tutorial is, it would have been way too big for my head because she uses a 4 weight yarn. So what I did was I decreased the amount of rows for the crown by 2, and so it went down from 6 rows or 6 rounds for the crown to 4 rows for the crown, and that made it like the perfect width for my head. So there it is. I absolutely love it. I love the way the colors blend. I love the feel of the yarn. It was so nice to work with. Yeah, it's just real gradual decreases in the color, or I'm sorry, gradients of color. So that was the first thing I made. I had a little bit left over, so I set that aside, and when I set that aside, I grabbed up another ball of yarn that's in this colorway and made this hat. This hat is, I don't know, I just crocheted. I didn't go by a pattern. I just went, and I used some bean stitches in there. Kind of started out the same as Crystal's BUSHTRACKER beanie top, but then I went into bean stitches, and this used just about as much yarn as this one. So I forget, they've got real unimaginative names for these. I think this is like red and purple or something, and this is, I don't know, yellow, which is really weird. Those aren't the exact names, but that's what they are. And this one turned out great too. Oh my gosh, I love this one better. These are perfect fall colors. I think this is my favorite colorway of the Big Twist Arcade yarns. I think there's 9. I could be off by 1 or 2 in either direction. Different colorways of this yarn. I just got 4 because I can't get all of them. So I made 2 hats. I'm on this thing now where I don't just get my yarn and not use it. I'm starting to use it right away. Okay, now the next thing I made, I was like, well, I'm not gonna make a beanie. I think I'm going to make a cowl. So look how fluffy that yarn is. Isn't that pretty? Here it is up next to my face. So it is. Now this, once you start using it, oops, and it starts to fluff up a little bit. Look at that. And it is so soft. There is nothing hard or unpleasant about this yarn at all. Once you use it, it starts fluffing up a little bit too. So I'm gonna put this cowl on. And this cowl is a design by me. I'm gonna call it the I'm gonna call it the messy hair cowl because there's no way you can put this on your head without messing your hair up. I made it a little snugger around because here in Kansas the wind will start blowing, and I like to be able to put it up over my face like this and to keep my nose warm. And there's my cowl, but you know, you can pull it down like this. And I like to keep my hair inside of my cowl. For 1, it keeps it out of my face. For 2, that extra insulation when it's cold outside really helps. You know, those of you with long hair living in cold weather know what I'm talking about. So that's this cowl. I'm hoping to put a tutorial for the cowl up this week. It won't take that long to make. It's one of those super easy things. So there are my three skeins that I've used so far, and whatever was extra, I'm just saving up and adding into this. I'm making a scarf, and once again using the bean stitch. Got a little hooked on the bean stitch this week, you guys. So that's that. I think as soon as I get off here, I'm going to work on a tutorial for this, and I am going to use my final ball of Big Arcade Big Twist yarn. Meet me over on the tutorial. I will put a link for that in the description as soon as I get it made. It won't be in the description when I post this, but it will be as soon as I get the tutorial posted. So would I recommend this? Yes, I would highly recommend this. This is a wonderful yarn. The only thing that I don't like about it is the price. It's $8.99 for, how many yards is it? For 154 yards, and it's a 5 bulky. $8.99. I like the sale price, but you know, would I pay $8.99 for this at the store? Yeah, I'd pay more for it. I mean, I absolutely love this. This is a 1 skein project. This is a 1 skein project. This is a 1 skein project. And they all have leftovers. So kudos, Big Twist. Love this yarn. And there are more colorways. So that's it for the yarn. Big thumbs up. If you guys like 5-weight yarn, you have a good JoAnn's coupon, go grab one now and try it out. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. Mwah. Love you. Bye. I gotta tell you, you guys. I gotta tell you. The Big Twist Arcade has 154 yards of 100 premium